Hello, people. I am Jaby Koay, joined by Achara KIRK.
Oh, hi there.
Joined by Achara KIRK. Just gonna lean into this now. And so we're looking at BBQ Vines. We're looking at BBQ Vines. Sorry about that. We're looking at BBQ Vines Samir versus Hola.
Hola?
Oh, Hola, the ultimate roast. Well, okay, for me being an Angelino from Los Angeles, an American surrounded by a lot of Hispanic populace, that looks like Hola, like
hola.
like hola, like hello.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Yeah, it looks
Muy
like
bien,
a
¿y
Spanish
tú?
word. Well, I got my ass chewed out the other day over a Malayalam film where I assumed that someone was from the Portuguese part of India, formerly Goa, basically. Goa was formerly like a Portuguese
Yeah, turns out
area.
that the Portuguese got around. That's not even the point,
The
though.
point is that the guy's name is not a Spanish name.
No, it wasn't Jose, it was Jose.
It just looked like a Spanish
Yeah.
name. His name was like Jose Dominguez Consuelo, but it was really Jose. You get the joke.
It's Jose, yeah.
It's Jose something. I don't remember his name right now.
Jose Lijo something, I can't remember the last one.
And that's why Achara's the best. Thank you to Tanmay Agarwal for the subtitles.
Yes.
Very, very much appreciate it.
Okay.
All right then.
गुमराह हो गया अरे का लवड़ा फंस गया मुंह में ओह मुबारक हो नफरतबंदी करा ली नफरत भरी आपके अंदर
Wow.
मत करो
क्यों?
अभी मूड नहीं है
इतने दिन हो गए हैं एक ही बात बोल रहे हो।
पिछले महीने ही तो किया था
तब तो मैंने तुम्हारे अंदर दिया था।
What?
देखो ना दोनों कितने बड़े हो गए हैं अब काबू में नहीं आते।
किसकी बात कर रही हो भुवन और बैनहो की तू यहाँ कैसे बुरा वक्त बता के थोड़ी आता है सिक्योरिटी गार्ड ने रोका नहीं तुझे भूरे रंग का कुत्ता बैठा था बाहर गेट पे वही सिक्योरिटी है उसने बोला पिताजी अंदर है तू अंदर कैसे घुसा दरवाजा तो लॉक था इस इलाके का कोई ऐसा दरवाजा नहीं जो फमीर बुद्धि ना खोल सके क्यों मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड यहीं कहीं रहती थी हम इस इलाके के हर घर की टेरेस पे जाके मेकआउट करते
Why does he have to mask?
तेरे साथ तू पप्पी लेता है ये चूहे की तरह कुतरता है इन दांतों पे लड़कियां फिदा है कचरा सेठ की औलाद लगता है तू
150 रुपया देगा
ये गले में क्या है आर्टिक फॉक्स का N95 गोल्ड मास्क तेरी तरह 95% वायरस को फिल्टर कर देता है कानों में दुखता नहीं सॉफ्ट है और तेरी तरह इरिटेटिंग मटेरियल नहीं है चाइना इंडियन है और स्टाइलिश भी है तेरी भेंडी फकल हो पाने के बहुत काम आएगा मास्क बेचने आया है मेरे घर ना कोरोना को क्या जरूरत मास्क की तेरे जैसे 50 खरीद सकता हूँ क्यों मैं फिल्म फेयर अवार्ड हूँ तुझे मेरा एड्रेस कैसे मिला फेयर को हुए का बिल ढूंढने में ज्यादा वक्त नहीं लगता हुए नहीं हुए क्या हुए तेरी गांड में फोड़े हुए हुए नहीं हुए मैं हो को हो बोलता हूँ ना मुझे चूहा बुला रहा है हुए को हुआ ही तो बोलूंगा हिरण थोड़ी ना बोलूंगा चिरण अबे हिरण भाई वाला हिरण आज अकेला कैसे आया घूमते तो तीनों साथ में हो नील नितिन मुकेश मैं बैनहो से अब बात नहीं करता नाउ यू मी एंड भुवन इज अ बेटर टीम 3 मस्केटियर्स ना सुपरमैन और बैटमैन ये तो 2 हुए इसमें मैं कहाँ हूँ सुपरमैन के अंडरवेयर में हंसले रोएगा जल्दी क्यों कांदा काटने वाला है अरे इतनी चौड़ किस बात की तू कहीं का डॉन है क्या ऐसे क्यों बात कर रहा है एफान को रेफी है क्या तू मेरे खौफ से वाकिफ नहीं है अरे रूह कांप जाती है उनकी जो मुझसे रूबरू होते हैं जलजला आ जाता है मेरे कहर से मुझसे बैर मतलब जहन्नुम से संगम अबे जावेद अख्तर की बलगम फालतू की उर्दू मत झाड़ मेरी बातें तेरी समझ से परे हैं भाभी जी कहाँ हैं सुना है उनके काफी उनके दांतों में काफी कीड़े पड़े हैं सो रही है वो तुम दोनों साथ नहीं सोते नाराज है आजकल क्यों वो भी टिकटॉक पे थी नहीं मैंने घर का टीवी तोड़ दिया तू पाकिस्तानी है ना बॉयकॉट चाइना पर टीवी के पैसे तो ऑलरेडी दे दिए थे ना बॉयकॉट हाइना का मतलब है आगे से कुछ नहीं खरीदूंगा वो भी यही कह रही थी पुअर लेडी बेवकूफ आदमी के साथ अटक गई शादी के जोड़े ऊपर वाला बनाता है हाँ टेलर तो होती है अरे कपड़े वाले जोड़े नहीं कपल अरे ये तो बता बिजनेस कैसा चल रहा है गांड देने का मेरे घर में आके मुझसे जुबान लड़ा रहा है पीहे वाली गली में एक फैमिली को कोरोना के सिम्टम हुए हैं। मल्होत्रा की फैमिली को। तुझे कैसे पता? उन्होंने बोला कि तू गया था उनके घर 14 तारीख को। गया था 14 तारीख को, पहले मल्होत्रा के घर, फिर बैनर्जी के घर, अब कल जाऊंगा बबलू जी के घर। तू फैला रहा है कोरोना। हॉस्पिटल में बेड नहीं मिल रहे हैं तो लाखों रुपए देने पड़ रहे हैं। रोज एग्जाम के टेंशन की वजह से स्टूडेंट परेशान है। उधर महीना वहां होता रहा है और इधर तू कोरोना फैला रहा है। भोसड़ी के दुनिया की हर भफड़ में आम आदमी मर रहा है और तू बिना मास्क लगाए बाहर घूम रहा है। तेरे को शर्म नहीं आती? अब तुझे भी होगा। सीधा खड़ा रहे। मैं अपने नुनू पे गया हूँ टेढ़ा और तू मुझे कोरोना नहीं दे सकता। क्यों? क्योंकि मुझे ऑलरेडी है। My grandfather loved Buddhi.
That was different.
Yeah. Wow. OMG. So many of those jokes are just like so deep, you know what I mean? And like so fast. A lot of like really great puns and stuff. And yeah.
So this guy came into his nightmare only for him to then become scared, as if the Bhuvan bomb who was sleeping becomes the nightmare to his own nightmare.
Yeah, it was really surreal, like the whole thing.
I've just never seen that, where the monster comes into your dreams and then you become the monster.
Yeah, but then the monster one-ups you and is like, no, just kidding, you've got the virus. Ha!
Right.
You know?
The part that seemed to tickle you the most was when he was dodging spit.
I know. In your imagination, right, you think, if I could just go out and then this stupid person who's not wearing a mask comes in front of me and they start trying to like projectile attack me with their germs, and I would just like Neo in the Matrix that shit, just be like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just dodge it.
I'm pretty sure if you scroll down to the comments right now, you're gonna see a lot of people saying, oh, you didn't get most of the jokes.
Yeah,
We know.
Most likely, yes.
We know, we got that.
We tried.
That's very clear to us.
Yes.
It's very apparent. The last BB Vines video that we watched was that serious one, where he was going out and actually like meeting people
Yes.
and talking to people and
Yes.
whatnot, and really trying to spread awareness about how the virus is affecting everybody, especially those who have to continue to work these jobs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Those who are like on the outskirts of society, the people who are
Daily wage workers.
not just the daily wage workers, but also transgendered
Yes,
folk who
yes.
are mistreated and whatnot. And so he was shining light on all of this stuff. That's the last thing I saw from him. And then to come back to this, it seems like he's returning to form, like
Yes.
back to his usual shenanigans, shall we say. But he was still finding a way to integrate that on some level.
Yes.
Like he was making it a joke-ish. I mean, he was making jokes. He was also trying to spread awareness at the same time. He's like, okay, here are these masks you can buy in order to, follow the guidelines and whatnot. I mean, I assume there are similar guidelines in India because it's all being informed by the WHO and whatnot.
Yeah.
Right? And so the greater thing here is that their masks, I mean, supposedly made in India, and they're quite comfortable and effective.
Oh yeah, like he was really selling me on that with like the ear loops don't hurt your ears. I was like, ooh, that sounds nice. And I mean, it's really topical and current as well, right? Because the whole thing in India right now is like the banning the Chinese apps and like,
Yeah.
I guess like he said here, not buying Chinese products and all.
I thought it was great that he did he throw his TV out or something
He
like
broke-
that?
yeah, he broke his
the
TV.
TV in an effort to not use Chinese stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
no, stuff that we don't buy any more Chinese stuff.
Yeah, like if you already bought it, it's fine.
Yeah. The interesting thing that this is making me think about with regards to Chinese and their business tactics and whatnot is the virus, because it's a virus from China, and then we have to go to China to get the stuff
To
to
get the
stop
masks.
the masks and whatnot, to get
Yeah.
products in order to stop the spread of this thing. And it just goes in line. It almost seems like a plan. It almost seems like it's premeditated, because if you guys have done any research about like China and them getting their fingers into Africa and the business tactics they're using over there, it's been a minute since I have read up on the material or watched the material regarding this topic. What they're doing over there in certain parts of Africa is they're injecting money into their economy right? On a loan that has to be paid back with interest. But in order to acquire this loan, African governments have to agree to hire Chinese supervisors who are paid for by that loan. And they have to agree to buy Chinese parts, which are paid for by that loan,
Right.
which then have to be paid back to the Chinese.
Gotcha.
With interest. So there's all this compound interest going on that these African communities have to then pay for. It seems nice at the outset, like, oh, cool,
Yeah.
our infrastructure is gonna be built up, but now they are super indebted to the Chinese. It's just kind of twisted and sick and crazy. And likewise, it just seems surreptitious in a way, like, okay, here's this virus from China. Oh, we're doing everything we can. We are very open in disclosing all this information. By the way, you gotta buy our masks and our medicine and whatever. Now I'm just kind of rambling, but you get what I'm saying. And so,
no, totally.
to come back to this, it makes me happy that, assuming that this is legit, it makes me happy that there's this mask that's being made in India for Indians.
Yeah.
And I do hope that this mask becomes available just to compete with Chinese products. I hope it becomes available outside of India.
Yeah, totally. I would buy one. But anyway, enough about the product placement, which good job, Bhuvan, for like seamlessly integrating that into there. That was really smart. I really like the character with the teeth. I don't know, I liked him in that other video we watched too when they had the classes online. There's just something about him and his funny little lisp and the rabbit teeth and how he's so
His one-liners are
Yeah.
very, very strange.
they're super zingy and weird.
He's like, I'm crooked like my dick or something like that. I was like,
What? He just exudes this kind of like confidence and sexual confidence, but looking at him, you're like, really? As a character, he's just super fun, and it's like nice when they play opposite each other like that.
It is quite startling. It is quite startling how a good-looking guy like Bhuvan Bam can make himself look so nasty.
Yeah.
I was just like, he does not look attractive there. But then you see him just like in his normal self, and he's a very attractive dude.
He's a good-looking guy, but like that's what I like.
No homo.
But like that's what I like about his characters is like he goes all the way and like he has the physicality or he has, the weird costumes and stuff. Like just putting on those dark glasses and then just making his teeth a specific way and then giving himself a lisp. And you're like, oh yeah, I get that character. And then having I don't know what the hell he's wearing on his head. Is it like just a t-shirt that's fashioned into like...
I don't know, but the thing that like also stuck out to me is the technical aspect of this video. He has over 18 million subscribers. He can afford a goddamn camera. Okay?
Yes.
And he's using his iPhone, which does not have a very good low light performance.
I did notice that,
It
yeah.
was struggling. It was struggling to discern details in the dark, and you could just see all the, what do you call it? Oh, Jesus, I forgot what it's called.
The pixelation?
It's not just pixelation, but artifacting and whatnot.
Yes.
Like it's trying to discern information that's just not quite there. If he had a better camera, which I guess is heavier, which makes it more difficult for him to do his job. If he had a better camera, it would be able to sustain better low light performance. Or maybe don't use an iPhone, like the Google phones, or I don't know.
Pixel.
I don't know if there's a phone that has good low light performance in terms of video.
The iPhone 11, I think, has better low light performance now, but I don't know what he's using on.
All this to say, this is representative of the fact that you don't need something great to make good content.
100%.
You just need to be interesting. You just need to be willing to put yourself out there and be interesting. That was just really, really bad quality in terms of the video.
Yeah.
But in terms of the performance and the comedy, it was up there.
And it was even interesting how, like, with the camera angles for, I don't know their names properly, and I'm so sorry, but the character with the black thing on his head.
I only know BBQ Vines.
He was being, like, more free with the camera. It was coming up closer to his face and he was kind of erratic and moving around, which spoke to the character. Whereas the other guy, who was just like more chill and like, I guess more powerful in that situation, his camera situation was more static. Like it didn't move quite as much. It wasn't as crazy because his character
Well, his
was
performance
like,
was also, yeah.
yeah, because his character's like, what? I'm the one with the upper hand in this situation. Like I'm just chill and you're the one that's going crazy,
Right.
So it's kind of fun.
Who was his friend that was helping him in that first shot?
That's what I want to know. Who's that? Whose hand? That's a lady hand, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, is a man hand?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out if it was a man or a woman, because if it was a man, it wasn't super muscular.
Yeah.
But if it was a woman, it was also like very generous.
She can lift heavy.
She lifts like milk crates and stuff,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I thought it was a lady hand.
In any case, we're offending somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I did wonder that, because it doesn't look
Maybe
like
it's
it's
a lady.
his hand. Or is it? It looks like a lady hand.
It wasn't very hairy.
Or is it his own hand? I don't know.
Well, his
Maybe
right
it's
arm wasn't moving.
Yeah, it didn't look like.
No, that's not his own hand. Are you
Yeah,
crazy?
no, it can't be his own hand. It came all the way over there.
That is a guy's hand.
That's a guy hand. Who is that, Bhuvan?
Yeah, it was unsettling. But it's even more unsettling to see that character in your bed.
Yeah, just like pop up like, hey, do you even need an invitation to be in someone's nightmares? That was a good line. I like
When
that.
you bypass the dog.
Yeah.
That was in lieu of the security guard. The what do you call it? Watchman.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed some of that. Be sure to check out Achara KIRK on the social media as well as the Jabs if you feel like doing that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, vlogs, and interviews. Hit the bell icon, all notifications, please. Helps us out, helps you guys out, helps out YouTube, the Overlord out. So there you go.